from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. I'm Trellona Charles. In the headlines tonight, no bail for the individuals charged in connection with the vandalism of a police vehicle on the weekend. Cancellation of Spicemas 2021 imminent, as Parliament set to approve bill that will also cancel August 9th and 10th bank holidays. In this week's GBN's Health, experts are confident they can find a cure for sickle cell anemia. Coming up in sports, Spice Girls in preparation mode for under 17 and under 20 CONCACAF tournaments. And in our One Caribbean hookup, Cuba rolls out successful Abdala vaccine with 92% efficacy rate, while further afield, the EU is introducing its digital COVID-19 pass in hopes of reviving the economy. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Lawmakers are sending a strong signal to those who ill-treat police officers. The first signal went out this morning as persons accused of pelting objects at police and damaging police vehicles were denied bail when they appeared in court. GBN's Christelina John was at the Grenville Magistrates Court when the case was called this morning.
Bail has been denied for 5 individuals involved in last Saturday's incident at Maribor St. Andrew. The 5, Javan Alexander, Rakim Thomas, Keldon Murray, Simmons Horsford, and Kanisha Alexander, appeared before the Grenville Magistrates Court on Thursday to answer to charges brought against them, to wit, 3 counts each of damage to property, causing public terror, and causing harm. The 4 males, who were not represented by counsel, pleaded not guilty on all charges brought against them. These individuals were reportedly involved in acts that resulted in the vandalism of 3 vehicles, inclusive of a police vehicle, and minor injuries to a police officer. The lone female involved, Kanisha Alexander, was represented. Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean, attached to the Community Relations Department, spoke to the media outside the Grenville Magistrates Court.
The lone female in this incident, her matter was stood down by the presiding magistrate as she is presently on a bond, and she indicated that she is represented by counsel, so that matter was stood down until later in the day. She was the only person who indicated that she had representation.
Further, Trent Alexander and Dante Matthew were also charged for hosting an event without written permission from the Commissioner of Police. They were both reprimanded for hosting the event and fined $250 each for playing amplified music. Police were forced to fire several warning shots on Saturday as some civilians launched an attack on the lawmen. 1 officer was hurt in the process.
What we are aware of is 1 police officer was injured during the course of this incident, and He is presently on medical leave as a result of that. The charges that were preferred against these individuals are causing public terror. They were all 5 charged for causing public terror, 2 counts of damage to property, and also all 5 of them were charged for causing harm. And the other 2 individuals, as I indicated, they were charged for hosting an event without permission and playing amplified music without permission as well.
The occurrence, which included the throwing of projectiles at the police, left 1 police vehicle severely damaged, as well as damages to another 2.
To place on record the actual cost of damages to both vehicles that were involved in these incidents, they are in excess of $15,000 EC. And must hasten to add that additional charges are expected to be preferred against these individuals because the investigations are still ongoing and they are not quite completed as yet because there was another vehicle that was also involved. So once these charges are preferred, we will update members of the public accordingly.
The 4 young men and 1 young woman were remanded to Her Majesty's prison until July 12th, when they will make their next court appearance. Christina John, GBN News.
Government is about to hit the cancellation button. When Parliament meets next Wednesday, it will take a bill through first stages that could lead to the cancellation of the annual second Monday and Tuesday carnival holidays. Let's get more on that story from Jared Joseph.
Spice Mass is on the cusp of being cancelled for a second straight year. GBN got sight of a bill which is scheduled to be tabled in the House of Representatives next Wednesday, July 7th. It is titled COVID-19 Cancellation of Carnival Celebrations Bill 2021. The proposed legislation will also cancel the August 9th and 10th bank holidays. If passed next week, the bill will be taken through its final stages in a Senate meeting at a later date. On Monday, head of the Community Relations Department, Superintendent Vanny Cohen, addressed the uptick of social activities over the weekend.
As we get closer to Carnival, we do expect more of these carnival-like activities to occur. We beg our people, let us do the right thing. Apply for permission where permission needs to be applied for.
Despite appeals for the avoidance of social gatherings at the peak of the pandemic last year, hundreds defied state orders and held Juve and related activities. Prime Minister Dr. Kit Mitchell said during a recent interview that he understood people's desire to see the return of Carnival. But because of the uncertainties associated with COVID-19, he said government needed to take steps to protect the well-being of all its citizens. However, he seemed to indicate a softening of the stance of zero activity, which was in effect last year.
There are other initiatives of social activities that can be permitted with the condition of vaccination.
According to the June 30th dashboard, Grenada only has 1 active COVID-19 case. From March last year to June 30th this year, 162 cases were recorded. 20,023 persons received their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. 14,287 persons have received both. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The National Water and Sewerage Authority is joining others in counting blessings. 2 of the authority's employees sustained injuries in Wednesday's accident in the Grand and St. George. However, no life-threatening injuries were reported. We got an update today from NAWASA's Communications Advisor, Jamila Lewis.
One of NAWASA's water tankers overturned in the Guankai Hill area on Wednesday after delivering water to residents in the area. Communications Supervisor Jamila Lewis explained what may have possibly happened and what might have contributed to the incident. As for the employees involved, Lewis says they were both treated and released and are presently on medical leave, however resting comfortably at home.
The road network was a factor. What I can tell you is that usually whenever there is rainfall, the team don't traverse that area. But the truck was, up in that particular area prior to the rain coming. I remember the operator also noted, he said when he noticed that the rain was going to come, that's when they were attempting to come back, down. And that is when the incident would have, that's when the incident occurred. So we know that the road clearly is a factor. We will be working with the Ministry of Works in this regard.
Earlier today, the company's general manager, Mr. Christopher Husbands, accompanied by other officials from the company, were on site.
Manager, Mr. Christopher Husbands, our legal counsel, Ms. Denise Boris, and also a finance manager, Ms. Louisa Juventi. They visited the area. They spoke to the homeowner who had some damage to his home as a result of the incident, and our insurance is already on the ground, assessing the damage.
The company's communications officer reassures residents that their water supply is guaranteed, however asks for lenience.
The truck, of course, will be out of operation. It will have to be replaced with a new truck. So we also want to tell persons to bear with us as well, because initially we had 2 trucks, with one of the trucks being out of commission now because of the incident. What is going to happen is that we have 1 truck that will have to fill that gap. So there will be delays in terms of the delivery of water for persons who would depend primarily on the water truck.
Louis says they are presently doing assessments, following which a determination will be made on the way forward. Nawasa thanks the residents of Guankai Hill, as well as officers attached to the Royal Grenada Police Force, for their assistance provided to the affected employees. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Grenada is currently on the storm watch, the latest in the development of Tropical Storm Elsa and its potential impact on the state in this report.
As early as Tuesday evening, people here went into weather tracking mode as pockets of weather disturbance dumped heavy rains in various parts of the island. Although conditions improved overnight and into the mid-morning period on Thursday, the island was placed on the tropical storm watch. This as Tropical Depression number 5 was upgraded to Tropical Storm Elsa as of 5 o'clock on Thursday morning. Forecaster Cassia Johnson projected that the northern parts of Grenada would feel the brunt of Elsa's movements.
Based on the current track that Elsa is expected to take, we're expecting to feel effects more so over the northern part of the state, which is PT Martinique, Carriacou, and the northern part of Grenada. We're expecting some cloudy conditions to overcast, thunder showers and moderate to heavy showers, gusty winds, and we are expecting the seas to be really rough, so we're advising the public to please be cautious. We are also expecting a medium chance of flooding and landslides in waterlogged areas.
National Disaster Coordinator Benedict Peters noted the potential for winds of about 40 miles per hour.
Our tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected within 36 hours, and the tropical storm watch means that conditions are possible within the next 36 hours. So those countries that are under the warning will definitely feel the effects. It is expected, but those are under a tropical storm watch. It is possible to feel the effects.
Some persons go into panic mode whenever a storm watch or warning is issued. Forecaster Johnson says it is imperative that people come to terms with the terminologies.
We are advising fishermen to secure the boats, the vegetable farmers to secure the irrigation equipment, animal farmers to ensure that the animals are out of the flood-prone area, secure areas. The homeowners, we are saying to you that at 40 miles per hour winds, we could get light items to be airborne. It will not be for long distances, so people who have the light items around their homes, they need to secure it so that it does not be easily airborne. Persons who have fruit trees that are close to their homes must remove the large ones because they could be airborne and do some damage. We're also saying to homeowners, check your roof, make sure they are secured, and if securing it is not possible, then you should make sure that items are removed from the ground because it is likely that water could enter the building as a result of the high winds and rain.
Tropical Storm Elsa is one of several weather systems which will feature on the 2021 hurricane chart, which spans June to November. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This is news at 7. Coming up in GBN Health, we look at sickle cell anemia and the journey toward better treatment. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Good morning, Grenlec Meter Reader.
Morning, Mr. Meterman. I'm glad I caught you. Last month, I got a very high bill, and I don't understand why.
Last month, we were not able to access your meter, so we had to estimate the bill.
So what can I do to ensure that my meter is easily accessible?
Well, you can get your licensed electrician to move your meter outside of the gate or directly in front of the house.
Well, I'll consider that.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. NOASA's Lucas Street headquarters.
Come, we are excited to serve you.
NOASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
The Children and Adolescents Ministries of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists presents Faith is the Victory Gospel Series. Get ready to be blessed by dynamic young preachers. This life-changing gospel series begins on Sunday, 4th July 2021 and continues nightly at 7 p.m. This series will be streamed on Mission Live GND via YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe now. There will be good gospel singing, prayers, special features, and powerful preaching. Come hear interesting topics such as faith as a mustard seed, the shield of faith versus the fiery darts, and the most powerful secret weapon. Above all, God will be there through the Holy Spirit, offering the free gifts of salvation. Come one, come all, and hear children on a mission. It will be awesome and amazing.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The General Hospital has come under heavy scrutiny in recent times over several alleged mishaps, mishandling of patients, and overall unfavorable quality of services available at the facility. Health Minister Nicholas Steele says he is aware of the heightened complaints about customer service at the hospital and agrees it needs attention.
I think with health, there's always room for improvement. And I do believe also from a private sector background as well, with respect to customer service, one can always do better. So yes, it is an area that we constantly are looking at. It is an area that we do receive complaints about. And as such, it's one that we look forward to being able to offer better and more services, a better standard of customer service, and also more timely response on certain queries, concerns, and the way we handle any and everything.
With regards to the resurfacing claims of deaths, Minister Steele says he is not aware of any significant increase in infant deaths, as reports suggest. However, he is confident that the doctors and nurses are doing their best to safeguard the lives of patients.
I'm not aware of any increase or significant increase in the number of deaths for babies, as you say. That I'm not aware of. But I am aware that in the hospital, sometimes, no matter whatever efforts the team there tries, that they are not able to save individuals. We are mortal beings. So the team of doctors and nurses provide human service and do their best. But there are occasions, many occasions, at the General Hospital where it is either too late or science, medicine, etc. just cannot do anymore to save us. And my time will come with that, your time will come with that as well, no matter how good the service is at the General Hospital. If and when, God forbid, we are rushed there for whatever is our method of being called from this earth, there's nothing the General Hospital can do to save us. We do our best. The team there does its best, always.
What is sickle cell anemia, and what is it like living with this inherited disease? The answer to these potent questions will be revealed in this week's edition of GBN's Health.
Sickle cell anemia is an inherited red blood cell disorder in which there is not enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body. In sickle cell anemia, the red blood cells are shaped like sickles or a crescent moon. These rigid, sticky cells can get stuck in small blood vessels, which can slow or block a blood flow and oxygen to parts of the body. The multinational pharmaceutical company Novartis is among agencies and companies that have been trying to shed light on this ailment. They recently shared Faith's story on what it is like to be a young adult living with the diagnosis.
Throughout my childhood, pain has been the biggest factor. It's been really bad, and obviously I had to go into a hospital with crisis. Aside from the pain, it's just the tiredness. I always feel fatigued. In school, like staying concentrated in lessons, engaging with conversations with my friends, it's become a huge challenge for me.
For several decades, finding a cure for sickle cell anemia seemed impossible. Patients made do with treatments to relieve pain and help prevent complications associated with the disease. However, Experts say sickle cell research is booming after decades of stagnation, and talk of a cure is real.
Right, people need to know that there is a cure, and it's not experimental. It's not like this new thing that has just happened. It's been around for a while, and we're making it better and better.
According to sickle cell disease expert Ife Osonko, help is on the way.
Sickle cell disease is now a disease of all ages, and the treatments have to be treatments for everybody of all ages, not just for children. The other study that was presented was a gene therapy study, and I'm excited that there's many more ways of doing gene therapy, and the patient is doing well. Now it's 6 months, so we have to give it more time to see how long this result lasts, and if it translates to changing their overall outcome. But it's amazing that there's all this excitement and all this research happening in sickle cell disease. So I'm pretty pumped.
Dr. Osonko was among experts attending an international conference on sickle cell and finding a cure. COVID-19 may have caused a diversion of attention and intensity, but experts are committed to making continued efforts to find a cure for those who battle the blood disorder. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
The preschool cultural extravaganza held on Thursday, July 1st, marked the end of the Hands Across the Sea literacy program. We get the details in this Krista Campbell report.
If we were snakes, we will give them hints to welcome. If we were lions, we will give them roar welcome. But we are not snakes, and we are not snakes, and we are not lions. We are children of the riverside, pre-primary school, and we give them hearts to welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
The Grenada Literacy Links, in collaboration with Hands Across the Sea, hosted the preschool cultural exhibition at the VIP Lounge at Grenada National Stadium. The extravaganza showcased the achievements of 5 preschools that participated in the Literacy Pilot Initiative. Representative of the Hands Across the Sea Literacy Program, Ms. Bernadette John, provided an overview of the initiative.
So I told you before that we have 5 preschools. We had 7 big books. And that 7 big books had to be rotated among the schools. Each book was kept for a period of 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, where the teachers did lessons and interact, and the parents did their share with the books.
Nehemiah Preschool was among 5 participating institutions. Marine Church, educator at the institution, described it as a rewarding experience.
Wow, it was a journey of challenges and a journey of great success.
Republic Bank has provided financial and other forms of support for the program. Business Support Services Manager Ms. Asher James says the bank is very impressed with the output.
First of all, let me add my congratulations to all 69 of you wonderful children for the hard work you have done and for the very creative displays we are seeing here today. Please join me in giving our boys and girls a round of applause. We are indeed proud of you, and I know your moms and dads are proud of you.
She announced that the participants in the pilot will be rewarded with an additional gift of a Republic Bank Right Start account.
Our Right Start savings account is tailored to ensuring that boys and girls from age 0 to 19 are given an opportunity to learn good savings habits from an early age. This is why we've also ensured that all 69 students in the pilot reading program is given the additional gift of a Republic Bank Right Start account.
Ms. James encouraged the boys and girls to continue reading every day, especially during the holiday period. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
Stay with us now for tonight's GBN EyeSaw compliments Clear Vision Eye Center.
A good eye captures all. GBN EyeSaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
A teacher can be described as a person who helps students to acquire knowledge, competence, or virtue. That's the future goals of the student in tonight's GBN EyeSaw as she portrayed her future occupation at her school's career day. The St. George's Methodist student stands proudly decked out in a Grenada Union of Teachers polo shirt. We can see her in front of the classroom already. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, Agriculture Ministry hosts a 2-day workshop on chainsaw operation. This is news at 7.
Mark this date down on your calendar. Sunday, July 4th is going to be epic as Waggity Virtual Bingo celebrates its first anniversary. Come in to celebrate with us live. Get ready for Grenada's Soca Superstars, Looney Sparks, and Electrify.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest of them all?
Looney Sparks and Electrify.
Yes! It's our anniversary, so we're giving away more cash. This time you can win a whopping US $15,000. And tickets cost only $20 US. Remember, if you're in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, July 4th. Get ready for one massive celebration as Waggity Virtual Bingo celebrates its first anniversary.
Bruv. Hello? I can't see you. What's good? But I can't even hear you. Yo. Hello? Hello? Ah.
Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in.
Ah. There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel.
Get vaxxed, hey, hey, vaccinated. Get vaxxed, hey, hey, get vaccinated. Vaccinated. So wear your mask up, wash your hands up, and practice social distance. This is we chance to advance. Come let we fight this COVID at once. So come on, let we fall in line. We want to come back to with social life. There is vaccination island-wide. So come on, let we fight it to protect we and we family.
This is a message from the Grenada Red Cross and the Ministry of Health.
Hey, look. Rhythm coconut, rum lemon, passion fruit, sorrel, even the exotic spice syrup.
Ah, the flavored rums of Grenada Distillers Limited.
Class codes?
Yes, girl. They are all produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited in Woodlands. You know, all their rums are world-class and internationally acclaimed, winners of numerous gold medals.
I'll have the spicy rum and the
Grenada's #1 rum. We drink it on sport. Add a little flavor to your life.
CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited, wishes to advise that in the event of adverse weather conditions, we can be reached at the following numbers to report claims. Our main contact number is 440-0217. Alternative numbers are 405-8732, 405-8734, 405-8735, 405-8736, or 420-2348. Our main contact number once again is 440-0217. Once conditions permit, emergency operations will be set up at our branch office, NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's. In the event that telecommunication lines are down, we will attempt to locate customers using their last known postal address. Remember to stay tuned to the media for announcements and details. If evacuation is necessary, please secure all important documents, including your policy information, in a waterproof container and take them with you. We encourage you to stay safe. That's been an important notice from CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited.
Introducing Color by Seasons. 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 Color by Seasons.
Welcome back. A two-day workshop organized by the Ministry of Agriculture on chainsaw operation wrapped up on Tuesday. We get more in this report.
The session engaged farmers, staff, and chainsaw operators who were brought up to speed on important management, operation, and safety practices as it relates to the use of the tool. An in-house presentation was also held to test how well participants can put the information gathered into practice. The training then moved into the field with a practical session at Government's Estate at Granborough on Tuesday.
All the information gathered here at this workshop will help me to gain more knowledge as it relates to chainsaw, since that's one of the operations we conduct at the office. Basically, I will use that to edify the workers that normally apply this trade on a daily basis to help them to maintain the chainsaw and to assure durability.
Something that I see what I learned something very good of in this short exercise. I'll be able to take it in practical and share it out to those who just started and those who know and they don't have much ideas. I will pass it on to them.
Those were participants, Veron Williams and Jamar Alexis, explaining how they would benefit from the training. Senior Agricultural Officer within the Extension Department, Lawrence St. Louis, says the ministry will enhance the skills and abilities of farmers and field officers.
The ministry thought that this kind of training was essential, and it was our responsibility to organize and facilitate these sorts of trainings as the service providers to our farmers also need training. It's not just the farmers and extension officers that need to be trained, but also our service providers. So we have today we have the chainsaw operators, and we're going to do something with pruning. We're going to do another training with tilling. So that we're going to have a cadre of people that we could call on and that farmers can depend on, who are reliable and who know how to do the operations and also a little bit of maintenance of the equipment.
This initiative by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry was supported by the United Nations Development Programme, the UNDP, and is an important capacity building initiative that encourages better operational and safety practices that can support skilled employment and sustain livelihoods. Training was facilitated by Aidan Photo, Sustainable Landscape Specialist for the Climate Resilient Agriculture for Integrated Landscape Management Project, implemented by the UNDP office in Grenada. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell does not want to keep people dependent on government for a monthly salary. In fact, he wants them to be job creators. His comments come as some pundits accuse his ruling New National Party administration of keeping people impoverished by giving them handouts or keeping them permanently employed on the low-paying Imani program. Dr. Mitchell addressed the issue while addressing the launch of Premium Auto Services Limited.
It is of government. Government has a fundamental responsibility to aid the expansion of jobs. And I always tell all our friends, our supporters, and our people, government cannot create all the jobs that are necessary in the country. There's a time, every time someone comes to me looking for something, it's about find me a job in the early days of being involved in politics. No, a lot of times people come to me and they're asking me how they can get involved in setting up a little business, and that makes me feel good.
The Prime Minister said people are now more empowered than before to start their own businesses.
In fact, I say to people, support me, to help me, to make you independent of me on the government. That's an important philosophy. Help me, support me to make you independent of me on the government. Because today I'm out of government. What happened to you? If you depend on me, on the politician, someday we'll be out of government, one way or the other, for one reason or the other. But when you empower yourselves, you are promoting real development and permanent success. So any politician comes into office and wants to interfere with you, they're interfering with themselves and the country.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Caranach and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Trends come and go, but jewelry is forever in style. Give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Diamond Intercontinental have diamond jewelry, gold and silver jewelries, engagement rings, wedding bands, chains, bracelets, and so much more. They also carry brands such as Anne Klein and Guess. Why wait? Visit Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store at the Esplanade Mall. Call 440-231234. The number again, 232-1234.
Montreal, it's time to
line virtually one more time. Gemma Rayburn Baines here for Spice Island Cultural Festival, a celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This summer's festival is a celebration of life with food, fashion, music, and culture. Join us online Saturday, July 10th, 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Spice Island Cultural Festival. Info, spiceislandculturalday.com.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
This is the weather for tonight and the next 3 days. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be 25 degrees Celsius. The weather will be partly cloudy to cloudy, hazy and breezy with some light to moderate scattered showers which may be heavy at times and the possible isolated thunder. Flood and landslides possible in vulnerable areas. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides high at 9:20 p.m., low at 3:40 a.m. On Friday, the weather will be partly cloudy to overcast, hazy and breezy with some light to moderate scattered to widespread showers, which may be heavy at times, and possible isolated thunder showers. On Saturday, the weather will be partly cloudy to overcast and windy with some light to moderate showers, which may be heavy at times, and possible isolated thunder showers, improving during the night. On Sunday, the weather will be generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief showers, mainly during the morning and night. Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada's national Under-17 women's team will head straight into the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship Group stage scheduled for the first quarter of 2022. This straight ticket to the group stage was due to Grenada's women's ranking in CONCACAF at position 29, putting the Spice Girls in the top 16 teams. Overall, 32 teams are participating, with the bottom 16 competing in the qualifiers, featuring a round-robin play taking place in August of 2021. Following the completion of the qualifiers, the group stage is scheduled to take place in the first quarter of 2022, while the knockout stage is carded for August 2022. In the meantime, the Grenada national Under-17 women's team began pre-training preparation with players' medical assessments conducted at the Secretariat from June 16th to 23rd. Grenada has been drawn in Group D along with Suriname and Belize for the 2021 CONCACAF Women's Under-20 Championship qualifiers in September 2021. The official draw took place on June 24th at the CONCACAF headquarters in Miami, Florida. 4 teams from the qualifiers will move on to the round of 16 in the 2022 CONCACAF Women's Under-20 Championship. The teams participating in the qualifiers are as follows: Bermuda, Cayman Islands, Grenada, St. Lucia, Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Suriname, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Curacao, Dominica, Belize, Martinique, and U.S. Virgin Islands. Player of the match, Shamila Connell, took 3 wickets and 2 wickets from Aliyah Aline, helped West Indies women to a 10-run victory over Pakistan women at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua on Wednesday. Chasing 137 for victory after the West Indies made 136 for 6 from their 20 overs, Connell and Aline combined to restrict Pakistan to 126 for 6, despite an unbeaten 45 from Aisha Naseem, and 24 not out from Fatima Sana. Together, the pair mounted an unbroken 7th wicket partnership of 69 from 45 balls, rescuing Pakistan from a precarious 57 for 6. Earlier, the West Indies got their total courtesy of an opening stand of 65 between Matthews and Deandra Doughton, who scored 32 and 31 respectively. Captain Stephanie Taylor spoke on the team's performance.
Well, we know that that's something that we've, have to keep working at, rotating the strike. We keep saying that, and I thought that we've been getting better at it. It's just to continue doing so. And, I find that once you rotate the strike, you find boundaries come easier. So I thought that's what happened today.
That's it for sports. Our One Caribbean Hookup is up next. This is your One Caribbean Hookup. Cuba's outstanding healthcare reputation has received another boost with the rolling out of its very successful Abdala vaccine. The highly effective vaccine is soon expected to receive the approval of the World Health Organization and is one of a number of COVID-19 vaccines developed on the socialist Caribbean island. Stanley Lucien reports that the Cuban government has announced plans to share its vaccine, which does not use the mRNA technology, with the rest of the region and beyond.
With about half a dozen of COVID-19 vaccines developed, Cuba is now rolling out its most successful, the Abdullah vaccine, which has an efficacy rate of 92.28%, rivaling the best Western countries have on offer. The president of the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association, Dr. Merle Clark, welcomes that development, particularly given Cuba's commitment to share its successes with the region and indeed the wider world.
We are happy, we're elated, in fact, that they have this very successful vaccine candidate, and we look forward to being able to receive vaccines from them one way or the other, and we continue to encourage and to urge our fellow citizens here in St. Lucia to get vaccinated.
Dr. Merle Clark notes that many St. Lucians who are skeptical about the use of the vaccines on offer, particularly because of the use of the latest mRNA technology, have stated their willingness to take the Cuban vaccine, which uses neither the mRNA nor the vector approach.
We understand that there are some people who trust more the Cuban healthcare system in a sense and trust more the Cuban vaccine, and in as much as in a sense is pushing the goalpost, because we've always said and we maintain that the best vaccine is the vaccine that you have available to you. What we know for sure is that vaccines prevent serious illness, hospitalization, and death, and that is exceedingly important. So be it the Cuban candidate, be it the AstraZeneca that we have now, be it Moderna, Pfizer, whichever one is available to you, you should take the opportunity to get vaccinated so hospitals don't become overrun and our healthcare system does not collapse, because we've seen what COVID can do to the most robust healthcare systems, and we will concede that our healthcare system is fragile.
A laudable 100+ persons, most of whom were children, were given a second chance at effective mobility in 2020, thanks to the services of Guyana's only prosthetic workshop. Kendall Richmond reports.
The Ptolemy Reed Rehabilitation Center, originally created as a polio clinic, has been in existence since 1967 and provides rehabilitation services to both children and adults. In the genesis of its establishment, the organization provided rehabilitation to children who had become paralyzed following the polio epidemic of the early 1960s. But by 2017, the center comprised a dormitory or daycare, a vocational training unit, an audiological unit, and an orthotic and prosthetic workshop. While Ptolemy Reed is not the only facility to provide vocational training for persons living with disabilities, it is the only one in the country that houses a prosthetic and orthotic workshop. Generally, orthotic devices are shoe inserts that correct an abnormal or irregular walking pattern, whilst prosthetics is an artificial device that replaces a missing body part. As such, a person who has lost a leg or some other limb due to an accident or a health condition can benefit from improved mobility thanks to the existence of this workshop. Nightly News was told by the manager of the workshop, Kingsley Iziguzo, that support is given to in excess of 100 clients annually, most of which are children.
We see children here a lot with congenital deformities and those with developmental milestones, so we take on them. Depending on what the doctor wants us to do, we go by that.
The European Union is introducing its digital COVID-19 pass from Thursday in the hopes of reviving the economy. But a rise of cases of the Delta variant is prompting calls for vigilance. We get details on this report.
At Paris's Orly Airport, airline staff check travellers' documents. European Union citizens must now show an EU COVID certificate to travel. On paper or in digital form, it shows if a person is vaccinated or has a recent negative PCR test. Member states can adjust their entry rules according to the health situation in their country, but the COVID certificate will be standardised throughout the bloc.
It's more paperwork, but we've been vaccinated, we have a PCR test, it's all good.
I think it's a necessary measure. COVID isn't over yet, and we must avoid at all costs the risk of people of any age getting sick.
The EU wants to make it easier for people to cross its borders after more than a year of COVID restrictions.
Paris is usually one of the world's most visited cities, but the pandemic has meant there have been fewer tourists. The EU hopes that the COVID certificate will encourage people to travel again and help economic recovery.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us. And now to recap tonight's top stories. No bail for the individuals charged in connection with the vandalism of a police vehicle on the weekend. Cancellation of Spice Mass 2021 imminent as Parliament set to approve a bill that will also cancel August 9th and the 10th bank holidays. In this week's GBN Health, experts are confident they can find a cure for sickle cell anemia. Coming up in sports, Spice Girls in preparation mode for under 17 and under 20 CONCACAF tournaments. And in our One Caribbean Hookup, Cuba rolls out a successful Abdala vaccine with 92% efficacy rate. And further afield, the European Union is introducing its digital COVID-19 pass in hopes of reviving the economy. If you missed any part of this newscast, the repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and the YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Trellona Charles. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.